Oh, welcome back to the museum series based on Darren Castle's Willow River Farm. I'm just using a small part of it. Well, there's the only bit I'm going to be farming. The rest of we will be using for other things. And we're building a museum here. Now, I've got a little job to do. I've got to go and pick up a tractor from the store, which has been donated to us. And I'm going to use it for some publicity. I'm going to drive down to the store and I'm going to drive the new tractor, us tractor back. And we've got the newspapers and local television and radio all on board. It's a pity it's not a brighter day, but there. Now, I'm not certain what the tractor is. I was just told to come and pick it up. That's in their way, but they said there's a modern front loader arm and a bucket to go with it. So I'm not going to sneeze at that. We need something anyway, so we can start ploughing, which is what I'm going to do next. What I decided to do is 2 of the 3 fields which will be ploughed on the first of the 3-year cycles. I'm going to plough, cultivate 1, leave 1 bare, uncultivated. But I want to muck first. I'm also going to cultivate most of the other fields too. There is a good reason for this. Time is getting on. I don't want to leave it too late so we miss all the crops, but I need to have something to show the patrons when they start coming in. Now, I'm going to have to leave this back at the store, which we pick up later. I had a little bit of stutter, but it may have been a save, of course. Alright, let's see where we are. We better not go too quick, I suppose. Oh, I think we are actually breaking the speed limit. Take this next turning up. Now, so this is why I'm going to be driving it back. They said it's full of juice. It's a full tank of diesel with it. And they have checked it out and it works. Well, you can't say fair on that, can you? So I just got to find somewhere to park this. I think I'll park it over the other side of the yard. I don't want one of that. Oh, that must be it. And we also, of course, got those liquid fertilizer to bring home too. This is quite a powerful little beast, this pickup. It's just a pickup card to take the trailer, but there. I also should buttles really come up here to pick up the these. I should have brought the trailer with me, not on that, of course. I'd had to come up on the tractor and the hurleyman. Oh, well, this is it. What's an Oliver? 1950s, I think. And it's fully it's fully spec'd. 3-point on the back. A hitch. Oh yeah, PTO. You can just see it in there. So we've got not something but to do wheels on the back, but we can't have everything. I've done the best to match the colours for the forks, but they're not done too good a job. A bit of tight squeeze through there. Oh, well, that looks alright. Let's start it up and see what it sounds like, and then have another look at it. Yeah, it sounds okay. Everything seems to be running in there. The fan's working. Right, I'll just check to see if I'll just check in here, have a quick word with them in the store. I should imagine it's where the press are. Someone was going to be waiting along the way. Oh, where's the entrance? Oh, there we are. Let me in. Oh, wait a minute. Ah, damn doors were open the wrong way. Right, just a... Right, that's... You have to pretend we had a quick word with them. Actually, whilst we're here, let's have a... Oh, this opens us all. I haven't actually been in this building. The cupboard's in there. A little bit bare inside, but then again, most people wouldn't be bothered to go in there. The lights work, look at that. And the shelving up here for the spears. This is part of the workshop by the looks of it. Anyway, I had a quick word with me. Oh, let's pretend I had a quick word with them. And yes, apparently they're all ready and waiting for us to get a move on. And, well, the pubs ain't open yet. Sorry, bars ain't open yet. We are in America. I must remember they're not pubs over here. They're bars. Oh, I think I'll come in on the other side. It's going to be easier. Well, a little bit easier. Right, let's just see if this... Yeah, oh, look at that. That all works. Yes, it looks okay. Right, let's get a move on, and shall we? I don't want... don't know where course players come up. Alright, we'll just see how this goes. And off story for a moment. This Oliver's on there at the request of Chris, who wanted to see some Olivers on. I have some more. In fact, whilst we're here, and let's have a quick look at what else we've got. This came from a pack by Old Iron. There we are. Look, I got this one, this one, this one. They're all nice small ones. These. I think that's this one we've got. I think that's a year about the 1950, 55 according to that. Here, then they run out, and we got this White Farm equipment, which I think came in the same pack. There's a hell of a pack of these Old Iron stuff. Some of them work. The only thing I found what is really as bad is the modern animal transport they shoved in there, which I had to make something I never ever download. And because the other Oliver we already got on the farm is this one, which is by Chaos Knight of SOB. That won't be doing so much work because it's a little bit of a pain to use that, but this one I think will be worked. It's certainly on the front loader. Well, I know we've got the MAN to pick up at some point, but I still haven't managed to get permission to pick that up yet. None of the modern equipment on here. This really is old school, this one. I can't see anything coming. This could be fun getting across here. And I suppose I ought to really get onto the right hand side of the road. We are in America. You see us Brits, we know we're right and we're going to drive our side of the road no matter what. I better get over to the side. I don't think there's any... Oh, there is indicators there, so we can put those on. Oh yeah. You know, we'll put the hazard warnings up just to warn everybody we're on the way. It's not too bad, 15 miles an hour. In fact, I'm happy about 15 miles an hour because so many of these old stuff have been made to go far too quickly. It's nice to have one what isn't. Now when we get back, we're going to get this up to the muck heap. And we're going to start low, and I'll just get another tractor and get the muck out. And the next few episodes will be field preparation before we go hunting more stuff. We know we've got the MAN to pick up. We know where that is, and there's one or two I think other things we can pick up as yet. But if I get permission to pick up the MAN. But this will be off at my front load. I will have to get some bale forks for it, I think. And I will be using small bales. Yeah, that's a point. I won't actually need them. I can put those on by hand. I think we will want a bale shed. We'll have to find somewhere to put up there. Because we are going to farm this properly. Straw we're not going to worry about collecting, I suppose. Only really, well, think about it, we don't actually have to bale anything. We will be buying some straw to sell. That should be fun. Now we can take that up to Phillips, of course, and put that in that composter machine. Loose that'll be. I don't think it'd take bales. Oh, look at them all coming past. I don't know if we've got a coup, to be honest. I'm playing a little bit of game we used to play a lot back home, and that's see how many motors you can hiss off. Yes, I will use the word hiss. Don't think I used any other word. By travelling at a slow speed along the main road and not pulling in at all, which is actually illegal in Britain. Well, we used to do it and switch those things off. Well, it's got a nice rotary note to it. I like the sound of this engine. Didn't actually check to see how many cylinders it is. We have 4 or 6, I should imagine. Now, apparently this is the most powerful one, something like 50, 60 horse, something like that. Right. Let's see what the brakes are like. Oh, brakes are very good indeed. Let's get off another. I can't really see this, but I can't see from this side. Six-cylinder. Well, this is 6. I'm not sure if that'd be in or outlet pipes, but not that really matters. But it looks like 6. We only want one of these open, so we just. I hope. Well, a minute, we better both open. We've got the very wide wheels on the back. That could cause us a few issues. Come on. Oh, it was Burberry first time. I don't want to step up there where the pedals are. Well, that don't look too bad at all. I'm quite happy with this. Right, let's get through here and get this shut up. I'd like to thank everybody who's actually commented on this series. This is very early days as yet. I thought at last I'd better start doing some farm work, because some of you begin to think there won't be any. It'll all be collecting. Collecting is a big part of this series, and finding. And I will come to a point where I'm going to have to get rid of some of the stuff, because it's going to start. Well, there's a wide front. What did that say there? I missed all that. Let's just hop over and hop back in again. 00 and 50 series wide front. Right. This is not a bad little tractor. I don't know exact age. It's 50s or 60s, I'm guessing. But that doesn't really matter what age it is. It's old enough to come in on this series anyway. It's anything up to the 1980s. I may have to get round and move some of this stuff out of the way. I really want to find, before we open, and it's only a few days to go before we open, I need to find somewhere to park all the equipment. I shouldn't really be driving all this. This is grassland here. But again, the grass is only there to show some of the old mowing techniques. Well, that's a relief. I wasn't certain if that gate would still work. That's what I installed in here. I'm not the best installer. We may have to go and get some more muck, of course. Not so much we're going to need. We have got one load here which we brought in. With the truck. I'll leave that there for the moment. I'll leave it running. Now we're going to find something else. Now what shall we use to pull the muck spreader? No, I don't think it needs a 3-point. I think it's just a trailed hitch with a universal joint with a power takeoff. Let's just check I'm right in that. I think we put that over the other side. Oh no, let's put it in here. That's it. That's in here. There we are. Yeah, trail with a PTO, right. Oh, why the hell don't we bring the other twin Olivers take? Actually, has the Oliver got a PTO on it? It's a bit of a pain to drive this, though. That's the only problem. Yeah, there is a PTO there, but it's a little bit of a pain to drive, so I think not. I'm torn towards my favourite. God, it's dark here today. I wish I'd brighten up a bit. There will be more tractors on the way, but we use the Johnny D. So there is a hell of a lot of cloud and that about, and I hope it should brighten out later. And I hope they've got all the pictures and they're going to be on the farm once we get it hooked up and doing something. This is all advertising for the museum. It's free too. Doesn't cost us a penny. No, I like about free advertising. We got it. I bet that's surprised everybody that I actually managed to get it. Surprised me, I know that. Alright, we have the muck spreader on. This is still a bit too quick, but I think I'm going to have to live with it. I don't want to mess about with gearing if I can help it. It beggars the whole thing up if you're not careful. Right, let's just turn this round here. Now the idea is we're going to muck the first 3 we're going to do. No, 2 out of the 3 and most of the others. So I'm not going to turn that off now. It's going to be a few minutes before we load this up. Well, I'm going to have to change the sight slightly because I can't see figures for the bucket. I know a professional wouldn't be using such things, but have I ever happened to mention I'm not actually professional? I'm just a keen amateur. That looks like that one's full. Well, full enough anyway. Yeah, 99%. Strange that 1% bug on farm sim where it don't always go to 100%. Now I'm going to have to come out of the cab to see this because I've got no idea where anything thing is, and this is quite a large bucket to be filling this with. Using the mouse because I find it slightly easier for doing this bit. That's it. Alright, we'll get back in the cab. Yeah, we will have to get another lot. I'm not certain how far it's going to go on here, but we will in time have we will be building other things on here in time. Shall we try? Actually, it'd be better to hold that whole thing further forward, but it's too late now. I'm not going to start that up again. Now, if I come right low, I might get some idea where it is. Oh, I don't really want to waste it. Oh, that's there. Oh, you did right. Oh, you notice that the weight on the back is a modern SOB weight. I very rarely use anything else. If I can get an SOB to fit on, I will use it. It's not period. A weight like that is timeless as far as I'm concerned, and an absolute must. I think there's only be this bucket full with there. Swing the camera around. That's it, that's full. Get back inside. We will just push this back on the heap because I don't really want to leave it in the bucket. Let's pull this back a bit. That'll do. Switch it off and let's get over and have a go at the Johnny D. And now I think the Johnny D, if I remember right, are twin cylinders. The Ursus is a single. Now I happen to like little singles and twins, whether they're motorcycles or not. I'm going to leave the gate open, we ain't got visitors as yet. But that's still the press can come in and out, and if they get covered in K-muck, so much the better, and if there's any of the tabloids about. Find a way in there. Not altogether certain which ones we're going to be doing first. I think, therefore I think we're going to do this side first. So we'll do this top one here. Now what we have got on here, and someone's going to say, but that isn't right, is a form of GPS, and that's GPS. Not that we can lock the tractors into it, but it's on a mobile phone, so that's the way I'm getting over that. Set 9.9, I'm going to just check the working width for that before we start. Okay, here we are. 9.5, oh, it wasn't far out from there. And it's mine that I don't always trust. Oh no. What this thing reads, I know on the patent stead one, I don't want any offset at all. It does like to put an offset in. Well, we're going to hit that side, but we'll go with this. No, we're not going to lock it into it. We've got to drive this. I think I'm going to have to look at what the turn on. Oh, it's just a turn on. Okay, I'm going to come out of cab to start with. So we're not locking it on. I'm driving the course. Right, there we go. So I'm just trying to keep on this green line showing. Actually, what I'm seeing is this is what's been put onto the film, so you can see what we're doing. I've got a little headset on, and it's showing me the line, a line, but not this particular one. Right, we go straight down and do the next bit here. Again, as I always say, I'm not going to worry too much if I miss stuff. I'm just going to do all bar one part of this side. I think we're not going to get through this side. It's certainly eating the muck away. I think we get to the end of this one, we're not going to. Right. Back to reload. I want to see which one. How easy it is to see where it's been. Not too bad. I think I'm going to leave this one here. Quite a big one too. When I put the gravel down, I was not worried about being too careful about where it's going. I was just putting some gravel down to show where the fields would be in Britain, because normally in Britain we'd have fences and hedges round, and it'd be right, and we'd be working right to the edge of the field. I can't quite do that here. Because if we get the mucking done today, we shan't be too far out. Start the ploughing and cultivating next time. I may well muck it all, think about it. I'm not ready to know what I leave. Apart from the fact it's not a nice smell for visitors. Yeah, I'm quite pleased with this tractor. It seems to be working rather well. Whoa. I got that in the wrong place again. I can't quite read where it is. This bit here is going to grow nettles like hell with the muck's been on it. It's one thing you normally be certain of where you've got cow muck or horse muck, you're going to get nettles. It almost seems to be an unwritten law, and I'm coming at a cow again because I just cannot see where we are. But only 3 bucketfuls to each one. Yeah, I think I don't think we're going to have enough muck to do this. Not both sides anyway. I need to see that. I know that the experts can and do drive without the little indicator that I use, but it saved me a lot of heartache, especially with biles. and I don't consider it that much of a cheat. Look at that sky. Whoa. There's some blue over there, but oh dear, it is awful. Shall we try one in cab? What's a better all girls everywhere? I think some of them might have went outside, but I'm certain we had 70 odd last time. No, I can't see any. Oh well. That's strange. In cab I'm getting loud and I think it might have the sound the wrong way around. Mind you, it shouldn't make any difference on this. This is an open. This is open to the elements again. Alright. Alright, who wants to see me try this again completely in cab? And who's had enough of watching me mess up? Well, mind you, can never have too much of watching someone mess up, let's face it. Why do you think I watch Duck Zolly so avidly? I know that at some point he's going to go in the river again. And my very good friend to Doc. Not so much he did go in the river, but we saw the results of it on screen, but normally with his machinery keeps breaking down. No, that's something I reckon I'm going to have to contend with there. Not everything's going to get serviced when it should. Right, we'll turn that off. Yeah, there ain't that much left there now. Alright, forward, I don't actually need that up now. The one problem with this method is it does show lines all over the place wherever you're driving if you've got the headset on, which I have, because once you've got that comfortable you don't want to take it off. So this is sort of modern meets ancient. And you don't know how long it took to think up that explanation so I could use GPS. So I know that Stu would pick me up on it almost immediately. Yeah. Well, that is a big one. So how many we got here? Quite a few, haven't we? Fields this side, not as many as we have the other, admittedly. I think this is where we are now. Level it up. Alright, let's start getting rid of it. I'm going to go straight over and do the halves and all. This may not be quite powerful, which is why we're using a lot more muck than I expected. Frankly, this poor thing is struggling. It's only about 26 horse if I remember right. Something silly like that. It's very low horsepower. Let's see how we get this time. Whoa, let's get over to the right bit. At least we will have plenty of muck in there. Yeah, this is struggling. I might just change the tractor over just to finish off with something a little bit quicker, shall we say? Yeah, well, that's what we're saying. Shall we say, we will say. And I should be keeping to that green line. And we're done again. I probably won't bother to finish that bit off because that's not really worthwhile. But I'm going to Have a look, see what else we got in there. I don't want one of the tracked ones. I think I'm going to leave this about here. Well, I mean, I'll set this lot up again there. We gave it a little bit of an open. It will do some work, but well, we have to because we need to show all this stuff off, and we hopefully before we open, we will get the horses back. Well, you know what this means, don't you? This means we're going to bring in. We're going to drop one cylinder. And we're going to bring in the Ursus. Yeah, you all knew that's got to come. I just hope that's going to be quick enough. It's got a bit more power than this poor beast. We could bring one of these in, but I'm going to use those for plough and see what they're like for that. This one will probably get used for some spraying. This will be general purpose stuff, and there will be other tractors on the way. Anything that was too heavy for those, the Hurleyman we will attempt to use the Hurleyman. Let's get this thing going. It's no quicker than it's actually slightly slower than the JD, but it's got a fair more horse under the bonnet. Hopefully it's got enough. I'm certainly going to keep going on this one until I've done the mucking of the side we're on now. The other side I might do that off screen and cheat slightly. Bring in some modern equipment to get it done, but everything on screen will use the old stuff unless the story demands otherwise. Now let's try and back this in properly. Got it. Right, here we go. There's no sign this is going to be any quicker, and it might not be. It's got to go through the gears, and because they should be doing about 7-8 miles an hour, really. I hope you all realise I ain't got lost yet, and on these longer episodes there's more chance of that happening, especially some of the places I've got to go. But the biggest problem is I forgot where I put most of the tractors I've got to bring in. Embarrassing, what? I think there's two more out there somewhere. It's the MAN. And I've got a feeling there's another one. This one was a palaver to start it. I'm certainly not switching the engine off once this one starts. Mind you, about one bang per every other lamp post. It doesn't use a lot of juice up. This uses a lot more. There we go. That's another scoopful. I will actually be putting a concrete pad down here at some point with the muck on. Don't need to, but it just looks a bit better. It's gonna be easy to scrape it up too. Right, out of cab. I can't see where we are. Everything's so green. Alright, that's done. So I've been playing. I played around a little bit with this pack, but I haven't actually played with everything. This is the first time I used one of the Olivers. So, I can't remember where I got it from before anybody asked, but it's old iron, and I found on was R.D. Allen's YouTube channel. He'd done a checker. I didn't actually watch the video. I just saw where this was. And where this was, it wasn't anymore. So I then had to Google to find out where I could pick it up from. It's one of those awful sites that I don't like using. I think it came from the end. Got a horrible feeling it may have been a Facebook thing, in which case I've actually pulled out of Facebook. I didn't like their cavalier attitude with details, and I just got. I never used it anyway, so it seemed a waste of time for me. Oh yes, you say you should be on Facebook. You should be advertising your channel. Ow! I'd rather people find it either by accident or because they're recommended to it. You normally stop a bit longer. Mind you, between you and I, I'm trying to keep it secret from Stu where I am, but he keeps finding me. There we go now. Oh, this should be the last lot again. This one I think we will try and do it. I'm getting quite close. Ah, it looks like that's alright. Now we'll see what we do this time. What we got? I always like to empty the bucket out. That's it. So something I was trying to do, that you don't leave anything loaded on the inner bucket if you can help it. Turn it off again. Let's get back to my favourite tractor. Now the JD used to be, but this has taken over now, as you might have gathered. That's my favourite small old tractor. There was a lot not quite right with it, and still the dirt skin isn't brilliant. But everything else is just so right. Especially when you sort these speeds out. It's probably still a smidgen faster. Mind you, this is a 5-speed box, remember. I'm going by Field Marshalls, which use a similar setup. Field Marshalls, I think if you had it on road gear, they only had a 3-speed box, would do about 12 mile an hour, but that was on road gear, and the whole box was different. You actually swap the gears over, the cogs over. Not a job to do at the side of the road now. I think what we better do is come down. Well, we could actually do this at a cab. Tell you what. Let's stop being clever. Let's be completely and utterly stupid. Oh, that's a bit better. We're going to get a lot further now. We haven't done much of this side of the line. I shouldn't really have took my foot off the throttle there. We can't. We'll do this corner here, which I think we missed before. I'm actually going to stop it there. I'm going to refill this. There's a good reason for that. I want to know roughly where we got to. So this is, I think this has got about 47 brake, and I've got a feeling that the John Deere's only about 26. So this has got almost double the power, which is why it's that much quicker. And I've talked about this one so much on the Drifter series that I'm afraid I bored you all stupid with it. Now I will just run through. Originally I didn't find this, Mark DuPont found it, and he had it on one of his videos. Now he never knows where he gets his stuff from, but I saw that was there, and that was an actual working model. So I googled, I searched until I found it, and once I got it, then played around with the gearbox to get it down to the speeds I wanted. I've been very happy with it. But small problem, but I'm not going to worry about. It works. It doesn't throw. Oh, wrong one. What's it got there? Oh, it doesn't like ground modification, as you can see there, but we're not going to worry about that. It's well, that's nice. Not this one, is it? It's the Ursa C360 was prone wobbly. That's a point. Have we got that on here? Hold on a minute. I must just have a look at that. If we have, I think that may have to come out of the mod for. Yeah, that's Frana wobbly. So that can come out. I never had error on this one, except it's unzipped and it doesn't like that. Right. Well, that's a relief. I thought my favourite mod had played up, but that's just so the 360 will be coming out of this mod folder. I know I'm going to problem with some of these. Doc's already warned me that a lot of them are bad. And I found a few what are bad, which haven't even made this far. But I decided on this series I'm going to take them in, and if they don't crash the game and don't slow it down too much, I'm going to keep them in as a static display if necessary. Well, it didn't take long to go in there. Didn't even see it going. I've been slow in my old age, just the trouble. Yeah, as I say, I'm going to use some of them which I know which are prone even massive errors. As long as they're not breaking the whole game, I shall just use them as a static. I won't use them for anything else. But that C360 has thrown too many errors now, and I don't know why. I can't remember throwing errors before. Mind, I never really looked before, but that was a bit high. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. We're going to have to clean that up. We'll do this out of cab. Yeah, a bit silly. I think next time we'll go and fetch another load of muck next time we're together. I better not lift that now, and I think we've got this a bit too. Yeah. Well, look. Now we should be able to pick the rest of this up now. I'm doing this out of cab. I know I prefer first person. I prefer watching first person, but there are certain jobs which are Not impossible to do. Right, we might as well fill this up again now. This bucket. Now one of the problems I've got here, I'll put my joystick have a reach for me. I have to rejig this desk at some point. Now let's see if we can do it this time. We want to go further forward. Whoa! Yep, we're full. Yeah, we're going to get another load of muck once we got this field done, or these fields done. Just get one side done, as I say, and that will just about do us. What I will do then is, hold on, it's screenshot time. Oh, get the Oliver in well. Can we get a good shot of? Yeah, that should. Yes, that should do. Not actually an action shot, which I quite often like to do, but right, so OH OL, bang, we have our screenshot. OH, get rid of that. Oh, jam, right, let's carry on and do this one. Oh, I might as well think about winding down as well. I will try and get some more done off screen. I don't want to put you through everything, but you will be seeing a hell of a lot of what we're doing. But this is the preparation. We've got today and tomorrow, or the rest of the day and all tomorrow, to get everything done. So we haven't got all the equipment in here yet, but that's going to be coming in dribs and drabs. And other stuff will be going out. Yes, looking at you, Ursus 360. Let's see if I get through that little error. Let's see what's first running there. Yeah, it's Ursus 360, it's not this one. So, surprise, you'd have thought if any of them was going to throw problems, it'd be this. That 360, I've been using that on and off for a year now. Oh well. Easy come, easy goes, they say. Right. Again, as I say, and ball the pants off it all. I'm not going to worry too much if we don't get it all covered in muck, just so we get a fair amount of it. And whilst we're doing this, I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. If you like what you saw, please consider leaving a like. If you're not a subscriber, for some strange reason you actually liked what you saw, feel free to subscribe. Always happy to have new blood, so to speak. I'm using that rather a lot at the moment, so to speak, because it's so to speak, I'm speaking it. I'm a little bit of a grammar Nazi. I don't know what I'm talking about, but I'm a grammar Nazi. If it don't sound right to me, it must be wrong. And 9 times out of 10 I'm wrong. Right, I think that we're just about... Yeah, let's see what we're... Yeah, that's it. Now we've got... Over this side, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 fields this side. Right, I think we're... I'll leave one of these two to play for the public, and we'll play the other two. I might play this big one and one of those at the back, cultivate the other. Anyway, oh yes, where did we get to here? We've just done the subscriber bit. Any comments, questions, queries, suggestions, if you run down a good old mod you'd like to see on here, but not if I've got to download it from craploader.net or uploader.crap, whatever you want to call them. I refuse to use them, and I'll do the rest of this muck later. I'm not going to do it now. I think what we do is we put the muck spreader on the wash bay. Yeah, please let me know and I will have a look at it. I won't have a very close look at it. We'll have a look at them together most of the time. It's more fun like that. Where's the fun in making certain that everything works perfectly before you shut off? I'll leave that on there for now. Now, because this is a museum, I have to put everything up when I'm finished with it. All except for the truck, the pickup, and the hurleyman, which are not displays bits. Now this has got to go somewhere near the front, and I'm picking the whistle badly at the moment. Which is strange that they can't whistle. Alright, yes, so with that, it's Merman saying cheerio for now. Cheerio.